Now, ladies and gents, Neo just officially announced the date of their Q3 earnings, and boy, I must say, we've been patiently waiting for this day because I see on the screen the 20th of November, which will be on Wednesday before market opens, or the US market opens. Neo is going to give us their Q3 earnings. Now, the very most important thing, or something very interesting about the Q3 earnings, well, it's because Neo, you will know that for the quarter, they reported total deliveries of 61,855, which was an all-time high, record-breaking quarterly deliveries, as Neo had never reported a figure or surpassed the 60,000 mark, and seeing them going to 61,000 in Q3 of 2024, it was something that was very interesting, which makes these upcoming earnings very, very, very important for Neo, because, ladies and gents, we are talking about record-breaking delivery earnings, which is something that is pretty exciting. Now, gross margins, I mean, when I look for the kind of gross margins that Neo produced for the Q2, or for Q2 of 9.7%, it makes me wonder the kind of gross margins that Neo is going to see with the 61,855 they reported in Q3. That's one of the most important things that investors will be looking forward to, and this will be very important to see the total gross margins that Neo produced for the quarter. I mean, I'm just hoping that it's a double digit, because if it's not a double digit, then I suppose investors won't be that happy. But if the gross margins can be anywhere from 10% going up, I think this will be so good to Neo, because finally Neo will be back to the double digits when it comes to gross margins, which might be signaling, or a very good signal to investors, to say that gross margins on Neo have started improving. I mean, talking about gross margins, you know that the Neo CEO for the October deliveries for Neo, which were at 16,000 or over 16,600 for the Neo models only, he said the gross margins improved by around 100 million RMB, which shows you that though Neo did not sell over 20,000 under the Neo models, the gross margins improved, which is very important. These gross margins are the ones that will take us to profitability, which is why it's important for Neo to continue seeing a growth, or making sure that their gross margins are improving. So yeah, man, that will be very important, interesting to see. I mean, Neo during their Q2 earnings, they said that by Q4 they're intending on getting their vehicle margin reach 15% in Q4, which is something that we look forward to, of course, right? So yeah, man, this is what Neo announced today. I think what it will be very also important on those earnings that Neo will be announcing on the 20th will be the guidance. What is the guidance that Neo has for Q4? Because Q4, we already know that for the month of October, Neo already saw deliveries of over 20,900, which will be very interesting to see the kind of deliveries that Neo is targeting to deliver for November and December. That will be very, very important, and we look forward to the guidance, because guidance is what also resulted or contributed in the share price of Tesla when they announced their Q3 earnings to surge like crazy. So of course, we are also hoping to see a very good guidance coming from Neo. I think any guidance of over 70,000 should be fine, man. I think the market will be able to take that, and any guidance below that, I think it won't be that good. So we want a guidance of over at least bare minimum 70,000. That's what we're expecting. That's what we want. And if we get lower than that, I don't think that will be good at all. Or I don't think that will be good, or the market will take that as a good guidance. So hopefully the guidance gets over 70,000, which will be so massive, which will be so bullish onto the Neo stock. So yeah, man, these are some of the things that will be very important. And of course, the cash at hand. How much cash does Neo have at hand? That will be also very important. How close also is Neo getting? How close Neo is from getting to profitability? That will be very important. The earnings per share. And hopefully, once again, we perform good, we do well, which of course we look forward to, or something that we'll be closely monitoring. So yes, I just thought I'd give you this quick updates of what NEO just announced right now, and hopefully we get to see some of the big financial institutions weighing in as to what is it that they're expecting from NEO, which when that comes, I'll definitely give those estimates to you as they come, right? But me, I'm bullish, man. Q3, I'm quite certain that we are going to see a gross margins going back to double digits, which is something that will excite the investors. That will be bullish for the new stock, and hopefully we get to see a short squeeze after the earnings, like what we saw from Tesla. Leoro didn't produce a short squeeze, but I suppose we are going to get a short squeeze when NEO announced their Q3 earnings. Otherwise, with all that, man, it's important that before you buy, sell, or increase your holdings onto NEO, you do your own due diligence that at least you don't get to panic sell. Because one thing that we are seeing onto the NEO stock, or that we still see onto the NEO stock to date, is that it is quite volatile, and therefore if you are not strong, if you are not doing some due diligence yourself, not coming and watching videos like this, then you are going to end up panic selling. Because channels like this, or this channel rather, my channel, I try to give you the latest updates, latest developments onto NEO, and tell you why I think NEO it's still a good buy, or it's a long-term winner. Which, if you're a NEO follower, NEO fan, I'll also appreciate maybe if you can just not only like, I'll only appreciate if you can just like this video if you do value the content that I give you on a daily basis about NEO. I know that, of course, share price wise, NEO might not be doing well, but I still maintain that we will be rewarded in the long term. Our blue sky will still come. So like this video, and I also appreciate if you can just hit that subscribe button and hit all the notification bell, so that at least you get the latest developments, latest content, be update onto what is happening around the world of NEO. It might be news coming from NEO Straight, or any kind of news that will have an impact onto NEO. I give that to you on a daily basis, which is why I said it will be, of course, I'll try my best to give you as much information as possible about the stock, which I don't know, it might be beneficial to you. So I am happy, man, about this news, and I just thought I'd give them to you. Tell me what you think about this. What are your expectations? I think we should brace ourselves for what's coming, because we might see a potential short squeeze from those earnings. This is what I believe. This is what I think will happen. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.